Okay, here we go. Welcome to my Vinyasa class today. I am Natasha. If you haven't practiced with me before, I am a newer yoga teacher. And yeah, this is my first Vinyasa class I've filmed. So we're just gonna start by taking some deep breaths, getting centered. If you've practiced before, you might already know about using Ujjayi breath in Vinyasa Flow. It's to move with your breath and you're really flowing from pose to pose. Unlike Hatha where you're slowly stepping, there's a lot of Chaturanga Dandasana, which I will really slow down and break down the first one for you, but after that we're flowing. Yeah, so for Ujjayi breath, best way to explain it is imagine you're fogging up a pane of glass, making that sound intentionally, and now try doing it with your mouth closed. So this can really keep you grounded when things get hard, and I'll say it throughout the practice, I'm certain. But I really focused on the mind-muscle connection, being aware of your body and being present in this moment right now. So yeah, we're just gonna get right into it here. We're gonna start in cat-cow. So you want your fingers pointing to the top of your mat and you're at the tops of your feet down, your knees on the mat. And before you begin, just take a look at your body if you can. See that you're stacked, your joints are stacked nice. And we're gonna inhale, look up, tilting your pelvis up, and then you're exhaling. And you're pushing into your hands, the tops of your feet, pulling that Mula Bandha root chakra in. Inhaling up and exhaling, coming down. Inhaling up and exhaling, coming down. We're just gonna go for it here. We're gonna pop up into the first downward facing dog of the day. So I welcome you to walk your dog a bit, get cozy. And on your next inhale, I invite you to walk, hop, step, somehow make your way to the front of your mat and meet me in standing in Tadasana mountain pose. So as I tell my kids at pre-K yoga, I'm gonna hop like a frog. And then you're gonna inhale up and then come into mountain. Palms facing forward and just connect with your breath here. We're gonna inhale, rise. Exhale, hinging at the hips, slowly coming down. Inhaling to Ardha Uttasana, halfway lift. And then exhaling, bringing your hands down. And then you can step or jump back into either full plank or half plank. I'll start with a half plank just to show you. So I'm gonna come back and then put my knees down here. Knees right there. And then I'm gonna tilt forward a little bit. And you come on down. You're really tightening your elbows to your body. And then I'm gonna come, the first one is Bhujangasana, baby cobra. So you have one leg, stick it together, squeeze your glutes, push into your hands, again, zip shut here, and looking up. It's not a whole lot of movement, you're not pushing too much in your hands, using your back body. And we are coming back up into downward facing dog. And that was your first sun salutation, my friend. So we're gonna be using a lot of those. I'm gonna do one more, this time from full plank and upward facing dog. So again, inhaling, hop, step, walk, make your way to the front of the mat. Inhale up, exhale to mountain. Taking a moment to connect to your breath. And here we go, inhale coming up. Exhale, Uttasana, deep fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttasana, halfway lift. Exhale, bringing your feet down, jumping or stepping back into your plank. And then once you're here, push your toes forward a little bit. So neat. This way you can see now, your elbows come really nice into your body, setting up for the next position, which is upward facing dog. So this one, you're pushing the tops of your feet into the mat, pushing your hands down, and lifting your entire body off the mat. Coming up. If this is too much for your lower back, Bhujangasana, Baby Cobra is perfect for you. And then we're gonna push back into downward facing dog. We're gonna lift our right leg all the way up. Holding it here. On your exhale, you're gonna curl your back like you're in cat, holding your knee to your nose. And coming back up. And this time you're gonna bring your knee to your right elbow and hold here. Coming up. That's one breath in each hold, by the way. And over here. This next one, we're gonna step it right through. Bringing your right knee down, or your left knee down, sorry. And really pulling your inner thighs, engage your core. Coming up to a half lunge. Exhaling, opening towards your bent knee. Looking behind your right hand, stretching, stretching, stretching. Inhaling up. Exhaling, opening, stretching, stretching. Try to keep your hips square. Inhaling up. And bringing your left hand to meet your right foot, stretching. If it's within your practice, kick your left foot up, grab that little guy, open up. 2 breath cycles here. Inhale, exhale. Release your foot, and we're simply going to twist and come into forward fold. Wide-legged stance. A couple of breaths here. And then walk your hands again to the front of the mat, where you're going to come into a warrior one. This is your front knee is bent, your back foot is at 45-degree angle. I cannot do that without keeping my foot up a little bit. Do what your body says. We're just gonna breathe here for a moment. And then switching into warrior two, which is again, now this foot is perpendicular to your front foot. Your heel can either come into the center of your back foot, or it can actually be a little bit apart. Your body's different than my body, your body's your own. Do what works for you, but try and see how down low you can get here. Stretch those arms tight, shoulders, looking over. And by tight, I mean not like this, tight back, strong. Inhaling, opening up backwards here. 2 breath cycles. And 1 more. Exhaling, coming down. You can put your knee on your thigh, or you can stretch down here, coming straight up, or you can turn your hand to face what you're facing. For me, it's the mirror, and come down here. Now using your strength, coming up and straightening that front leg. This is going to be Trikonasana triangle. Really important here. Pop your hip back, like boom. You're like, you just had a temper tantrum with your 6-year-old, my 5-year-old daughter. Pop it back, arms out like warrior, but reach forward. Reach, and then come down. The goal is to grab your toe. If that's not accessible to you, grab a block, a cushion, whatever you have. Pop yourself up like this. You can have it on your shin. Just don't put it on your knee, obviously. And again, you can have some bend here. You don't need to hyperextend anything. And your upper body as, imagine it's in a pane of glass. Now we're gonna inhale up. You're gonna twist towards the front. And we're gonna twist to do a revolved Trikonasana. So I'm going for my foot. Again, this may be more accessible for you, okay? So now, exact same as the other side. You can go on your block, twisting up, or if you can, grabbing your toe, twisting up. Okay, now we're simply gonna bring our right hand down, frame this foot, and you're gonna take your back foot and walk it into pyramid here. So now both my feet are facing forward, they're nice and cozy. Again, if you can't reach the floor, put some blocks down. When your body feels supported, it will let go much easier than when you're, oh my gosh, holding something so uncomfortably. So I like to have a nice inhale, stretching my spine, and now coming down. And it's not cheating to bend your knee. If you are in that mindset like I was, stop comparing yourself to everyone else and stay on your own dang mat. Just worry about your own body. Now we're gonna get groovy here. We're gonna put our right hand down. And you can bring your right knee either down on the mat, half plank, or if you're already ready for this, you can come into a full one. You can have one knee down, up. You can have leg up if it's within your, oh boy, practice. You can, join me for a full one. And then releasing. If you have your knee down and you're comfortable this way, you can pop back into half wild thing. So you're literally just gonna go take this foot that's in the air and bring it behind you. Oh, mine has a bolster there. Pushing into that and coming like this. If you were in full, you're gonna step back that top leg, push into it, coming up. Looking over your hand. 2 more breath cycles. And now we're gonna twist all the way back. And we're just gonna come down into child's pose. Just settle here. It might be nice for you to stretch your knees out wide, get into a wide-legged child's pose. It might be nice for you to have your knees close. Just come in ladybug, as we call it. Now, the tricky part is doing the same thing on the other side, because I left my notebook over there. So, are we ready? We're gonna do 2 sun salutations again. This time I'm just gonna be saying inhale and then the pose, exhale and then the pose. So, if you need modifications, sorry. I hope you remember them from last time. So we're just gonna come and meet in plank here. Again, remember, boop, popping forward. You're gonna slow motion this here. Ready? Slower, slower, slower. Slower, 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 and bottom. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale, drop, jump, hop, step to the front. That was exhaling, sorry. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, meeting in mountain pose here. And now here we go again. Inhaling, arms come up. Exhaling, all the way down to Uttasana. Inhaling, halfway lift, Ardha Uttasana. And cool thing here, you can bend your knees a little bit. If you want, if your back isn't straight with your legs straight, you can bend them a little bit to get there. Do again what's good for you. Now I don't remember what it was, I'm sorry. Exhale, bring your hands down. And if you want to get a little crazy, pop into a crow with me. So, but keeping your hands down, up onto your tippy toes, bringing your knees. I like to set them in my armpit because they kind of come down on their own, but it's often cued to come onto your tricep here, the back of your arm. Putting your feet there, your knees there, and just lift one foot up at a time if that's where you are, or put them both up, and then come back into plank. And now straight away we're coming back down. Inhaling up, and exhaling into downward facing dog. This time we are lifting the left leg. All right, bringing it to your nose for 2 breath cycles. So again, curling your spine like you're going into cat. Inhaling back up and exhaling to the outside of your left. Practice popping up there. Oh, that was not 2 breath cycles, sorry. And now coming up. Crisscrossing over. 2 breaths here. Inhaling up, and now, again, curling your spine so you have lots of room like you're in cats, stepping right through. Oh, and bringing your right knee down, engaging your core, pulling your inner thighs together really strong. Inhaling up. If you watched my other videos, I reference the Mula Bandha root lock a lot, and that is the idea of kind of like a Kegel, but more entirely your pelvic floor. And with men, obviously, it's not a Kegel, but you're engaging and pulling from the top, like a zipper, curling, rather than the classic pull your belly button to spine. So, want to work on that? Go my other video. So, anyways, we're gonna have an inhale here. We're gonna exhale over to the left, keeping your hips square. Inhaling up. And exhaling over here. Again, keeping your hips square. You might want to pop like this so bad. Looking over your back hand. Strong. Now we're inhaling up. And you're exhaling this time, your right hand down. And if this is a good thing for you, stay here. If you want to try, kick that little toe up. Grab your top of your foot and open towards ceiling in 2 breaths here. Let it go, and just like we did on the other side, we're going to come into forward fold. I'm going to switch. No, I'm not. I'll just show you. Okay, anyways, coming out into wide-legged forward fold here for a couple of breaths. If headstand is in your practice or tripod, now would be the time, I guess. Let's do it. Why not? So your toes are in and pigeoned a little bit. Coming down. And if it is within your practice, this is when you're coming into tripod. So putting your hands down, you're putting a lot of weight into your arms too. You're not just putting it on your head. And what was I gonna say? Shoot. You're not curling into a ball to get into it. You're being strong here, so don't cheat. You're gonna lift up your feet slowly, controlled, muscle-mind connection. Ah! I can see my reflection is very distracting. Okay, then you come down, note you came up. And again, you're just walking. Oh, wait a second. No, you're not. You're gonna do plank here, sorry. So, you're gonna pop into either a half plank. I can't do that, sorry. You're gonna either come into a half plank on this side, which looks like this, and lift. Reach forward if you'd like, or coming into more like this. And I like to really work on not falling here. Pull all your muscles. Like your right ribs pulling up with a string, lifting, grabbing, just try it. Nope, not this side. And again, if you are in half and you want to do a half wild thing, you are going to bring your right foot to the ground, stretch, pushing down, opening your heart chakra, really open your chest. Or if you were in full, same thing though, taking your right foot off the mat, pushing into your right foot, breathing. And then coming down again into child's pose. I can't remember if we came down before we did the warrior series, but that's fine. That's what we're doing this time anyways. Taking a couple breaths here. I'm just gonna spin around really quick before I restart. So we're gonna come up into hands and knees. We're actually gonna do a couple more cat and cows, and I want you to really focus on starting your cat. Marjanasana. Start your cat at your tailbone. See if you can start it in your roots chakra, in that pelvic. Pull from there and see if you notice a difference in the engagement in your inner core, but your body. Okay. Okay. Always inhaling up, cow, and then exhaling, starting at your tailbone. Pull, pull, pull. Inhaling, coming up, and exhaling, coming down. One more. Inhaling, coming up, and exhale, coming down. And then we're just gonna pop up into downward facing dog. And this time, left leg up again, just stepping it right through. And we're gonna come into warrior one. So again, this is where that back foot is at that 45-degree angle. You're bent as much as you can into your left knee here. And your hips aren't turned, they're square. So for me, this ankle kind of hurts. I've sprained this one a couple of times, so it'll probably pop up, and that's fine, whatever. And it's coming down. Maybe not, maybe I'm all right. And now exhaling, coming into warrior two. The back of my foot is parallel to the back of my mat and perpendicular to my front foot. Perpendicular, parallel, yeah. So again, really bend into this front knee, strong, shoulders are strong, arms are straight, bending, looking over your left middle finger. Then on your next exhale, exhaling, coming all the way back. You can put your hand back your leg, put it in your pocket, bending into your front knee, breathing, pushing into the outer edge of this leg, your right leg. Okay, now again here, and then we're tilting into extended warrior. So again, you can either rest on your thigh here and be straight up this way, spreading your wings, or tilting your palm facing the front, coming over. And now coming up, straightening your leg. Hi! I'm filming. I'm videoing a class. Hi! Sorry, and my in-laws. So you're gonna straighten that front leg out. And this is not like pyramid, so your feet are still in that warrior position. And again, as I showed you in the other direction, you're literally gonna pop out that hip. I don't know why. I should ask a yoga teacher why this happens, why it helps so much. But anyways, pop out the hip, stretch forward, reach, and then come down. Come on a block if you need, your foot. The end goal, I believe, is to pinky or to peace finger grab your big toe and looking up as if you are in a pane of glass. Now, again, we're going to do that twist. So if you need a block or cushion ready, get that ready. Inhaling up strong. Coming forward here. Oh boy. Exhaling. Coming down, and we're twisting. Nice breaths here. Then we're just going to bring our hands to frame our front, my very colorful front foot. So now you're going to face both your feet forward, walk them together a little bit, and straighten out. Take a nice inhale, almost like an Ardha Uttasana where you're stretching, and then let go. Now we are going to come to the front of the mat, so just mindfully, if you can, pull in, tighten up, slowly bring your right foot all the way up, and then bring it down here into Utkatasana, chair pose. So coming down, sitting down in your chair. You can bring your arms into Vinyasa. No, it'll come to me. Anyways, Anjali Mudra, sorry. So arms together if possible, bringing your right elbow to your left knee without twisting too much out of this. Looking above your left elbow if it's within your practice. To spread your wings, do so. Get your butt lower. Okay, coming back, coming here, keeping down. We're gonna twist now. Left elbow, right, oh boy. And looking up. And again, if it's within your practice, spread your wings. Still looking up. And now, forward fold Uttasana. Walking it out a little bit. Giving yourself some love here. I forgot my watch, and this has to be a certain amount of time, so I'm just popping over. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay. So, coming from this forward fold, we have one more full lunge series to do of twists. And then we have some pelvic floor work, some abs, and then a little Savasana meditation. So we're going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring your hands down. Yeah, let's do a flow, hey? It's Vinyasa, let's go. Okay, hopper, step, or crow. Your little feet back. And again, this to here. Coming down, up. Sorry, inhaling up. Exhaling to downward facing dog. Inhaling your right leg up and forward. If a full lunge is not within your practice, bring that knee down. No shame. It's your practice, your body. I'm gonna work it, so I'm doing it. So again, engage your thighs, coming straight up here. And this time we're gonna have our hands in the Anjali Mudra. Your back heel should be pushing towards the back of the room. Sorry. So we're gonna turn towards our bent side first. Same thing as in chair pose, bringing that left elbow to your right thigh. You can stay like this, or we can split. Come back into Anjali Mudra, coming forward. And now we're opening this way. Lowering your front leg, pushing back on your heel. And we're gonna cartwheel our arms forward, taking this foot back, keeping it up. Don't put it down. Forward, hold it, hold it, hold it. Okay, now come up. Upward facing dog, and one little breath in a lovely child's pose. Okay, here we go, people. Coming up, full plank. Pushing toes forward. Chaturanga Dandasana. Let her down really slow. And then coming up. And downward facing dog. Right away, lifting the left foot up. Inhale. And exhaling it forward. Again, activate your core. Pull your inner thighs together and then come up. So you're nice and stable. If you've only done half with me before, you probably noticed this is a lot faster. There's a lot more push-up stuff. Sinking into that front knee, pushing that right heel back, coming up. Again, Anjali Mudra, bringing your right elbow to your left thigh. Twisting. We were supposed to step back into this from chair pose, but I forgot. Because I'm a human being. And you're gonna split open. Looking up. Woo. And coming back, good, slowly. Opening here. Inhaling up. Oh, sorry, no. Cartwheeling down again. Keeping your left leg up. Slowly come down. And here we go, baby. safe and sound at home. We're gonna do some Superman here before we go into, I guess, Lotus. Anyway, so again, you do not have two legs anymore, you have one leg. Zipper from your toes all the way to your, what is this bone? Your tailbone. So squeeze your glutes, squeeze your legs. You can have your arms here or here, wherever you feel it's best. I'm gonna go, oh, maybe I'll go like this today. No, I'm gonna go like this, okay. So inhaling up and holding for 2 breath cycles. And coming down. Ah, lovely. We're gonna do that one more time. And then we're gonna grab our feet. If you are breathing into your mat right now like I am, and you can feel your heartbeat, your breath, and you're just focusing on your body, congratulations, you are being mindful. Good job. So here we go. We're gonna, again, one leg. I think it was Bikram yoga where they would always say that. I can't remember. Anyways, okay. Inhaling up. One more. And coming down. This next one, if you can't grab your feet, you cannot participate. So do what we just did for a third time if you can't. If you can, grab your feet, come on back, grab your ankles, tops of your feet. Try not to bring your shoulders to your ears. And on your next inhale, actually, I don't even know if it's inhale or exhale, to be honest with you. I'm gonna inhale up anyways. Inhale up, and you're gonna kick your feet back and pull your arms at the same time, okay? So, and let's go. Kick and pull and kick and pull. Kick and pull. Again, another breath. And coming down. Good job, friends. Okay, now we're just going to roll over, because what is yoga with me if we're not including somatics, all that stuff that I love so much. Anyway, so if you like going into plow and shoulder stand, why the heck not? So come into a little ball, and we're just gonna go 1, 2, and 3. So this time you're coming up, you're putting your elbows into the mat, pushing your shoulders down, and trying to straighten out. Or 1 foot. And 2 foot. And if plow is something you like to do, pop on in. And then just roll out really, really slowly and mindfully. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Slower. How amazing are our bodies. And coming into, bring your heels as close to your glutes as you can. We're all gonna do a couple pelvic tilts first, and then we'll come into a half bridge, and then you can come into a full if you'd like. I'll show you the 2 ways I learned how to get there, which were really cool, by the way. Anyways, you're going to, I'm just gonna go like this, so you can really see my back here. I watched another video, my arm was in the way the whole time. Okay, so this is neutral, your sacrum is resting. There's naturally a little bit of space here, right? So now, when I inhale, I'm going to tilt my pelvis forward that way. Ready? So you can watch that. You inhaling, tilting, lifting, creating more space, and exhaling like a zipper, curling down all the way up, pushing the space away, really activating all the way here. Inhaling forward, Exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. So now we're going to inhale up, half lift, with your hands pressing down, shoulders pressing down. Okay, inhaling up and exhaling, root locking, okay? One more. Inhaling, push, 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 exhaling. And lower. Now inhale. Okay, so now if you do want to try the flow bridge, full wheel. Anyways, you're going to put your hands facing, your fingertips are facing your shoulders. And you're going to start by getting into what we just did. Inhaling up. And you can stay here to just get the feel of it, or you can push into your hands a bit and keep your head down. Kind of halfway there, right? Or push into your hands all the way there. And 3 breath cycles here. And slowly coming down the same way you came in. And just giving yourself a little hug here. This first class is dedicated to my best friend, Catherine, who has done so much yoga with me over the years, and our friendship formed in a studio, and I'm gonna cry, but I love you so much, and thank you for supporting my journey. Okay, done. You can just straighten both your legs. And again, pull your right leg at the shin, bring it up as if you're pulling it into your armpit. Give yourself a little stretch here. Just a little supine twist before we're done. So taking your left hand and guiding your right knee over your body, keeping your right arm straight. If your right shoulder blade lifts off the mat at all, stop. Go back. See how mine, I guess you can't really tell, but mine begins to lift a little bit, so I just stay like this. You're looking over your outstretched arm. In yin, we hold this so long that eventually your body melts. It's very cool. I used to hate yin, staying so hard. Okay. Coming up, giving both your legs a hug, because you're so awesome. And now, releasing your right leg. And this time, arms over your shin. I guess it's called wind relieving pose, but I've never heard anyone toot in this pose, only different ones. So, I don't know. It massages like the right organs. Anyways, pulling your left knee into your armpit. 3 breaths here. This one. And then taking your right hand to your left knee and slowly guiding it over your body. You'll find one side usually a lot easier and more flexible than the other. That's normal. My back crunch. Now you're gonna look over the, oh, hello. Whew. Need that. Oh, and looking over your left side again. If your shoulder comes off, it's too far. And then letting go. Again, giving yourself one more big hug. And now, I invite you to get cozy in Savasana. I learned that this is actually like the most important pose in yoga, which blows my mind because before I took my teacher training, I thought yoga was literally what we just did. That's like a teeny Vinyasa portion of yoga, teeny tiny portion. The breathing, the meditation, all of that. So it's so cool. Anyways, I just would like you to come into Savasana. And this won't be a long meditation, but I invite you to try to remain on your mat. Allow yourself this moment allow me to guide you through a little meditation. If you'd like a cushion below your back, below your knees, this is a great time to do so. So as you are settled in here, just bring your attention to your breath again. Feel the rise and the fall of your belly and your ribs as you inhale, filling yourself with oxygen, and exhale, letting it go, letting it go. When you're in your body, you're forced to be mindful when you are thinking of your breathing and connecting to your body and the way it moves. It's impossible to be anxious about the future. It's impossible to worry about the past because you just keep on saying inhale, exhale. Allow your thoughts to pass like clouds in the sky. Let them go. And just come back to your body, come back to your home, come back to your breath. If visualization works best for you, I invite you to imagine right now a bright color in your chest. And when you inhale, it gets really bright. And when you exhale, imagine it diffusing through your arms, your legs, all the way to the crown of your head. Inhale, bright color. And exhaling this color through your body. Inhaling, this time imagine there's a balloon inside of you. And as you inhale, it fills your belly. It fills all the way to your collarbone. You're so bright right now with light. You're fuller. Hold it. Hold it, fuller, hold it. And exhale. Again, inhaling. And exhaling. And if you have time today, I invite you to try a couple minutes of breath work just in your own body by yourself, whether that's visualizing the color, whether it's saying the words inhale, exhale, and just have a moment of silence and stillness. And I wish for you to continue your breathing journey as long as you can, what feels best for you. And with my hands in Anjali Mudra, leaving space for the universe and everyone's light and love, I say namaste in the way that I understand it, in that the light in me sees and honors the light in you. And thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.